This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
You're on the best of the morning X. It's the audio equivalent of opening the fridge and realizing you still have enough leftover pizza for a mediocre breakfast. Not what you hoped for, but better than nothing. 99X.
If you've ever caught an ex cheating, other than just walking in on them or something, if you've found out in some kind of weird roundabout way, give us a call.
Welcome to Coffee Talk. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning.
Who'd you bust?
My husband.
How did it happen?
Well, he said he was going on a hunting trip, and he was gone a couple of days, and he came home, and he asked me to help him clean out his truck. So I was out there cleaning, and I found a receipt for a bottle of wine. So
And you don't drink wine.
That's right, honey.
When you go hunting.
Right. So I go to him,
Hey,
and
Billy
I
Bob,
say,
can you pick up a Merlot? It doesn't work like that.
That's right. And to make it worse, it was cheap wine. So anyway, I went to him, and I kind of put the receipt in my back pocket, and I said, honey, when you're hunting, do you drink? Oh, no, it's a hunting camp. We just don't allow that. It's not part of it. I said, are you sure? I said, y'all just wouldn't sit around and have a couple beers or,
Maybe a glass of wine.
Yeah, nice glass.
By the campfire.
A nice,
by the campfire.
A nice soft
all
Chardonnay.
your good hunting buddies there. And he said, absolutely not. He said, you know how important gun safety is to me, et cetera, et cetera. I said, well, I'm just thinking then, why would you have this receipt for a bottle of wine? So, basically I caught him, and he would never admit to who it was, but he did admit there was somebody, but they didn't do the dirty, they just did other things.
What did he say after you said, what's this bottle of wine receipt? What was his reaction?
Well, he turned just red, and he's very easy to read. So, basically he was busted.
Are y'all still together?
Well, no, we broke up about a year ago, but then it gets better. So we kind of try to work things out. We go to some counseling, and I'm at work. We work for the same company, a very large company, and I had a phone with one of those little readouts on it, and this was a couple of years ago, and I got a phone call, and I answer, this is Jenny, and this woman says, I just wanted you to know that when your husband sleeps with you, he thinks about me.
Oh,
I
psycho!
look over at my readout, and it's somebody within my company.
Oh!
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In your office?
Not right there in my office, but, within, in the building.
And her full name came up on your caller ID?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my
So I walked down to my husband's desk.
Oh, he works there too?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
she just said that. They work
I
for the
didn't
same
catch
company.
that.
Yeah.
I thought
walked
the
down
girl
to his
under
desk,
did.
and I said, look, you SOB, basically, go get your things and get out of my house.
Did you show him the readout?
I showed him. I said, look, I know who this girl is. And, it was somebody he dated long before he started dating me. So he went home and got his things, and we continued counseling, and we made up. So the Olympics came to Atlanta, and I decided I left the company, and she left the company, too, because she said I disgraced her and ruined her name.
Was there ever a confrontation between you and her?
Not face-to-face, but I did call her back and let her know that I saw the readout, and I knew who she was.
Why would
Einstein, what an
Yeah.
idiot.
What stupid.
She's not real, not the brightest bulb in the box, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I decide we're having this huge party at our house. Things are going great, thinking everything's just working out, and I'm finally kind of over it. And I clean out the garbage. I'm thinking I'm going to clean out the garbage cans, it's summertime, you know how that is. And so I'm cleaning out the garbage, and I find it's just a Wendy's bag, food bag. Mm-hmm. I dump it out. Well, I notice the receipt, and I'm at the point where I'm not checking up on him anymore. I'm finally over it. I pick up the receipt, and it's for what he normally eats, and Dr. Pepper and a small salad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a girly lunch if I've ever heard
Is
of it.
that
really.
really lunch?
Yeah.
No,
So-
he just needed to get some salad in the system. Some roughage.
what did you
She needs some
do?
A
roughage.
little fiber.
What did you do?
Well, I called her work because I had kind of kept tabs on her, knew where she was working. I called her up and I said, look, I'd like to know if you're seeing my husband again. She said, you know what? That would be none of your business.
No, that means
Yeah,
yes.
it's a yes.
Yeah. So I said, look.
It's none of your, listen, I like that. It's none of your business if I'm seeing your husband or not. What's
Right.
wrong with that sentence?
Yeah, I know. And I said, look, lady, I said, you two are perfect for each other. Absolutely perfect.
You gave him too many chances.
You know I did.
Man,
So,
thanks for the
you know,
story.
Why are you there, caller? I'm glad you waited. Hi.
Good morning.
You caught her cheating how?
Jean.
Well, this happened about 5 years ago, and we've been dating for about 3. And one day I had come home, and I was a store manager at the time, and I came home, and I needed to get something out of her purse. And I said, hey, do me a favor. I said, can you get me out the card for whatever it was? She says, no, don't worry about it. Go get it yourself. I said, all right, fine, no problem. I went into her purse, and I found a one-eyed monster vomit bag full.
A what?
Okay. A one-eyed monster, a condom full
Oh,
Okay.
in her purse?
in her purse.
Oh, wait a minute, you saw a full condom?
What?
Yeah.
was
Okay, so I
used,
said,
Jimmy.
okay.
Yeah, I understand what it means. I'm saying, who puts those in their purse?
Well, I
Don't
guess
ask me.
They didn't want to leave the
So-
evidence behind.
Well, I mean,
She was going to throw it away, but she left it in her purse. Okay, go ahead.
So I said, what's this all about? Oh, it's a practical joke that we're playing on one of the girls at work.
Yeah.
And I was
Quick
like,
answer.
yeah, okay, I'm
Quick
supposed to
answer.
believe that.
uh-huh.
So I said, I got suspicious of it, and I started following her, and I started doing things, and she was seeing this one gentleman all the time. I said, all right, this is going to get fun. And I had a little fun with it because I borrowed my best friend's handgun, and I put it in the closet, and she didn't know. So I told her that I was going out of town for a district meeting for all the store managers.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, okay, no problem. And she says, when are you coming back? I said, oh, I'll be Sunday night. And I said, this was Friday. And she says, okay, no problem. I said, you be good, and I'll see you Sunday night. I'll call you from the hotel.
The setup.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, set up. So I called her. I went to a hotel that night,
Yep.
and I called her from that hotel because we have caller ID. And the caller ID didn't show the area code at the time. This was when it first came out. And I said, hey, I'm here. I'm safe. Everything's fine. I'll talk to you later. Caller ID shows the Hilton was where I was sleeping.
Gotcha.
Saturday night, I park outside our complex where the apartment was. And I sit there and I just sat and wait. So for about 2 hours, nothing happened. All of a sudden, these 2 cars show up, go into the driveway, and they are into the parking spaces where it's right in front of my apartment. And these 2 guys get out and go inside my apartment. And I went, interesting. Things that make you go,
These 2 guys?
2 guys. So I waited for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and I said, time for me to go inside.
Ooh.
I walked inside, and I walked in on...
This segment's not even close to being over, and you don't want to miss part 2 coming up next. This is the best of the Morning X on 99X.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael Strahan, and St. Jude has been close to my heart for many years. Their groundbreaking research is changing how the world treats childhood cancer, and has helped push the survival rate in the U.S. from 20% to more than 80%. Please, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.